Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Audio check. And can you hear me? Good. Thank you, Adam. Good morning, Randolph. And you know what time it is, right? It is party time. So let's get this party started. We're starting early for sure. It is party time for sure. Yeah, with that, let's take a look at the market because actually, your comment, Adam, is is a good one. So that's the daily. That's the daily on Nasdaq, and what is that telling us today? We are in a very tight inside day where during the whole night, during Globex, we did not see much of anything happening. The highs and the high and the low of the Globex session was, good morning, Brian, 153.75, and the low was 84 half. And basically, the high and the low is within the high and the low of the prior session. And that is the definition of an inside day. So, what do we do in an environment like that? You typically are looking for a market that it needs to break either the 13,200 or the 13,050, and anything in between, especially this morning, it's going to be similar to what you saw yesterday, which is a choppy mess. So you're not getting an expansive market. You're not getting, what you're getting is market running a lot but staying in the same spot. Like as of um, 11 o'clock yesterday, we ran 25 reversals. Just think about that. 25 reversals in a span of a couple of hours. That is a churny price action that tends to trap a lot of people. So opening Globex right now, or opening the cash market in the way we're doing right now, we really truly need to see an expansion. So definitely, I want to spend the first half an hour giving the market enough time so I could understand it and see if these expansions and these levels that I'm talking about are actually coming through and true, or are we still churning in the same spot like yesterday? It's very important for me to be patient. Okay, so go from there and into the 200 NT Rinko, and that's all the range that we did all day long, all night long yesterday. Really, not much at all. So I need to see a close of 53 or a close in the above the 200 in order for me to um, act in any way, either long or short. If we break that 50, then that could set the stage for some shorts. If we start pushing above the 200, we'll get back in that long channel, and that's a positive behavior. And we could start basing our decisions based on that. And if I go into the 100 NT Rinko, yeah, look at that mess. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, Brian. And you got a captain set up short. You came and tested it, broke it, and came back and trade under it. So this is just literally uh, really just choppy. And we're waiting on the market to open and to give us guidance on what to do next. And patience is a trade, and part of having a good time trading the market is to understand it. So if we break below that 100, that would be uh, uh, the start of a push lower, and we are at the cash market open right now. Randolph, my arm or my hand, like you see, is bandaged, and I am sore and my hand is black and blue right now. And I'm hoping over time I can heal up. Not fun, tell you that much. All right. Okay. So you're breaking to the 85. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's see what they want to do here. So we're going to focus on the 20 NT Rinko too. Because I mean, the NT20, NT Rinko, especially when the market is that tight and consolidated, uh, I hyper focus on the 20 NT Rinko. So what you want to see is 84 close and rallies back up and short signals. Right now we're the 20 NT Rinko is short. We hit target number three. Target number four is 13,031. 200 and the 100, they're out of sync, and they will get back in sync if we break below 60. Okay, so yesterday, just kind of quick recap. Yesterday we finished the room and the stream at 5:49. Later on, around close to 2 o'clock, started to take some trades into the close. Had a couple of successful one, give up a couple of stops, and ended up at 3 grand basically. And the day before that, we were up money, so we're about 46.81 for the week. And on today, flat, no trades. That's where we at, and let's get going. Yanis, good morning. So what am I seeing in the 20 NT Rinko? It's a stair step. What do I see in the 200 NT Rinko? Close 70 65. So that the 200 NT Rinko is short. The 100 NT Rinko is short. So that market is in sync on the short side. So I'm interested in the shorts against 107. So as long as we continue to trade under 107, and we still continue to get transitional zones. So like right now, we lost the transitional zone and we're trading above the cloud. Yeah, sure, Yanis, that will work. We can catch up next week. So the shorts are still intact against the 90 and 107. Yeah, good morning, Polly. How are you? And here you go. So you got a signal right here short. The market is walking itself lower. We need to continue to protect 95. Yeah, they closed that candle lower. That's the switch trade. And let's see how they're gonna handle that. Hmm, yeah, choppy. Yeah, we'll break 107. I mean, excuse me, 98, 95. Let me see here. Yeah, 95, 96. 96. It will break 96. The 200 and the 100 is out of sync. Why am I patient this morning? Because of what happened yesterday and how we opened up this morning, and the price action that we experienced during a Globex session. It's non-trending, choppy. So knowing what we know about that type of price action and know what we know about yesterday price action, uh, being patient is prudent. Now the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. What does that tell me? That tells me I need to see the market reassert itself under 60. And if they do that, then the shorts are taking control again. Otherwise we could see Globex again at 121. Patience, patience. Peace. How is ES doing? ES is consolidating around Globex right now in a very tight range. A little bit of a sell pressure coming through right now, a lower high against a whole number, and the 100 and the 200 is out of sync. So now if we break below 70, the market will be in sync on the short side. And if we continue to play this game of non-directional, then ultimately we may end up seeing 20 and or a potential reversal of the 200 NT Rinko. So we need that expansion. We need that break before we start even contemplating putting a real market trade in this environment. Here we go, 70. They're coming to that. That's promising. Somebody's trying to put their foot down and saying, "Okay, I had enough of this. Let's get it going." In every war, somebody wins, and the Bulls and the Bears are fighting it off right now. That's interesting. I mean, they closed this candle lower at 78. Then I'm expecting a push toward that 70. So that's it right here. So let's see if that assumption works against that high of 110. I mean, I can play that game for uh, two contracts. Yep, come on, let's go. Come on, baby, let's go. Make me some money. Nope. Okay. Well, I made $100. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if they put on another transitional zone. Ultimately, you got to break that 70. So I was thinking, okay, if I get in here early on, I should be able to get a flush to that 65. But we ended up, yeah, here we go. I mean, it's gonna most likely happen. Not a premium trade by any stretch of the imagination here, but all right. Come on, go, go. Thank you. Thank you. Nope. All right, so these scalps are at least producing something. It's almost I'm better off taking an all in, all out approach. So let's do that. So these two trades, made us $144, and let's just keep on working. I'm feeling this market out right now. Yeah, could have been a good one. Yeah. 8:45. Let's see if we have any news coming up. Or we have at 9 o'clock ISM's services PMI. Yeah, we should see a flush here in price action below 65. That's my assumption. Let's see if that assumption, yeah, they put a switch trade right here. We should be seeing a bit of a selling pressure asserting itself below 65. Here it comes, 65. And we should see 70. Here it comes, 70. Okay. 200 and 100 are in sync, and things are moving in that direction. I mean, we took a couple of scalps just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. And let's see here. So we had ADP non-farm employment, and now we are waiting on ISM services PMI at the top of the hour. And we don't necessarily want to be in the trade once that happened. Hey, good morning, Gary. Good morning. Switch trade right here could be a good one. All right, what is that telling me here? It's telling me just stay away. 95. So if we end up going to 95, the market is out of sync. Not a lot of momentum anywhere, right? Not a lot of direction. So this is an environment where scalping is a better approach and with lower size contracts and with less frequency. Absolutely, Adam. Fake ups, fake downs. It's non trending. but it told us so. It's not like, they did not give us the clues and the hints that that's what they're about to do. Um, so definitely a market that. Oh, you guys still see me? Yeah, we gotta definitely. I mean, that's the key to trading here. Is we have to understand the personality of the day. Personality of the day. Okay, here we go. I mean, right here. Well, should see a flush right here. Let's see. New transitional zone building up. They're fighting. All right. If they go and close at 66 right now, I'll take a short and or 68 or at 71. If it goes anything further than that, then I'll wait. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not looking for any big moves here, man. All in, all out on scalps. You break below 50, I change that. You go above 100, or excuse me, 150, then I will change that ATM. But for now, be happy to take small amount along the way. Made $200 on that deal here. Up 336, and let's just keep working. Could do this all day long. 66. Okay, here we go. Ah, look at that. That's pretty. That's a cap. That's a switch trade right there. All right, we're starting to move. That's it. That's good. 200 and the 100 were in sync, and we took that the couple of trades. That's a good one. 30 NT Rinko was a captain setup short. ES is pushing lower. Let's increase the size. Yeah, the shorts are still in charge here, and it looks like we're gonna have another transitional zone building up. Here it comes. Let's see if we can get back up and put a switch trade at 36. If they do, or close by.
Order filled. Target
Thank
filled.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So that is the fourth trade, and we're down. We're up 669. Let's work. Let's work. New transitional zone built up. I mean, this trade is a bit. I mean, both these trades are a lot more lucrative. I mean, this one actually was 10, 20, 30 points, consolidated, gave you another leg. So things are starting to perk up here. That's funny, Adam. Yeah, you're right. But we're starting to get a bit more directional. But we've seen how they did it yesterday. I mean, they give you the impression of a sell-off, then they reverse it. But one important level that we're in right now is on the 100 NT Rinko. If you take a look, and I'm pulling that chart up. Here you go. You had a captain set up long here that ran it up. Then you had a captain set up short right here, and they tested it a couple of times and they're running it down. So this level here and those two levels, those two those two captain setups long are critical to the health of that consolidated rotation. And you're seeing a bit of a push to flush everybody under the 13,000. So that will be important if we actually hold it. We may get there and spin back up. So we need to see a close and a break and a hold that's in the market spending time in that area. Good morning. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Good morning. So in ES, we're seeing a similar pattern happening here, right? In a way, we had a captain set up shorts first along here, and they played that game. They put a short with a switch trade, tested it, came back in, built a new cloud, built a new transitional zone, and then we ended up breaking Globex, which is the 171, and hit target number three. Target number four is 157. Target number five is 151. And we are uh, walking this market lower overall. I mean, look at that. Target number four is hit on NQ, and target number five is 981 and a quarter. Mm, All right, there's a disconnect in the transitional zone. We need the shorts need to protect 33. Let's call it 34 actually. I think the odds are that we see a bit of a pause and reversal to 34. So the shorts are still in charge. What am I looking for right here? We're already made it to target number 4. I mean, it may have some more downward pressure coming through, but I'm not gonna be, especially in the environment we are in, um, and we already had a very two successful rotations and two successful trades in a row. In this environment right here, I'm not gonna go short. I'm not gonna go long. I'm gonna just pause and watch. What I'm watching for is the following: are they gonna hold on and protect at 33? If they do, and they spend some more time just consolidating under that level, then a second, or would be one, two, third leg of this downward movement will be happening. And a flush to target number 5 is highly possible. If they break that 34, then then the market is out of sync and we wait anyway. So right now they put on a transitional zone, a new one at oh 06. I mean, right here would be interesting if they close at 98. That's a switch trade, and I would be expecting a push to 90 right now. Here comes. Well, I mean, they got to 94. Not much, really. Here comes.
Order pending.
All right, no, I'll leave it alone. All right,
Order canceled.
cancel that order. Yeah, I don't like that 90. That we're so between target 4 and 5. Typically, you get fading, but right now they put on a new transitional zone and a switch trade and a second switch trade. So the 90 is there, and it just I needed to hit it at 96. That would give me 5 points, and here comes a flush. Not a bad continuation trade. It just I don't like the fact that we are at target number 4 and 5. That's it. And target number 5. What? How we doing, Brian? Any good today? Well, look at that. Well, that, they sure showed me. They sure showed me. But it was a short. I Oh, okay, you're in the right, and you're treating in the right direction, right? That's what's important. Good work, good work. There's another Brian, also Brian Stone. How is Brian Stone doing? So what to do now, right? If you're short and you've done well, and we are at target number five, typically between target number four and five, you see bring a bit of a pause and a consolidation. So we're watching to see uh, how they break this transitional zone and if they reestablish another one, and or they establish one to the upside, and how they handle it. Ultimately, if you break 21, the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. Stone, you're saying you're in my MWN. Eee, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, yeah, it's no fun, and none of that is fun. Trust me when I'm looking at my hand, and you guys most likely don't see it, but it's black and blue, and it just you look at it, it's like, oh boy, I really did a number on that one. But what surprised me is I didn't panic. I was like, man, I got a hole in my hand, and I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. Hey, that nothing wrong with that, Brian. Yeah, nothing wrong with 155. As long as you feel like you made the right decisions in the right spots, that's what matters. Stone, you may at the moment I had a whole lot more things going than taking a picture because I literally was spewing blood all over the place. So to me, I was trying to bandage myself and make sure that I don't bleed to death. But once I got that taken care of and I opened it up, I took a bunch of pictures. I took a bunch of pictures of the doctor, but not an arrow in it. I'm sure you understand. You're going through a whole lot more stuff around that time than looking for the perfect picture. What do they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So my thought process here is this is gonna make me Uh, um, n- I've been shooting arrows, Brian. I'm talking to the other Brian, not Stone. Um, and one broke off, actually exploded, and the arrow shaft flew into my hand, made a nice arrow hole in the middle of the hand, almost went through. If you got a stomach, I can show you a picture, but not everybody, because everybody saw it, and I'm sure they don't want to see it again. But if you are into that, I will. But you gotta tell me that you're okay with that before I send it to you. No thanks. All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad I asked. Not everybody is, and nothing wrong with it, by the way. You know, just I have to make sure that you're okay seeing that. But anyway, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So I feel like I use those too. I use those too. But there's something absolutely, I wouldn't call it magical, but primal with bows, and that's what attracts me to it. All right, so what is this market doing? Let's just focus on. You're getting a continuation of this behavior, right? So transitional zone here, another transitional zone here. I mean, everything the market is doing right now is telling us that, short some more. Don't get cute, and try to figure out a reversal. And we talked about how these levels are very important. This one and this one and this one, and now we're flushing everybody under them. That is the behavior that the market is exhibiting. When we look at the 200 NT Rinko, I mean, we flipped, we broke that channel number two, and now we have a cloud that is negative. So I wouldn't put it past the market for them to pause it at some point and turn it back in. I just have to just stay in the direction the market is giving me right now, which is long. It's extended on the excuse me, short. It's extended on the short side. We are at target number one. This is an area where things can pause and stabilize. Is I'm not looking for longs, and I'm selective, very selective in my shorts. So rallies are shortable. In NQ against 13,021. Why that number? Because that's the number in which the 200 NT Rinko will close going up. And I want to always be in that direction of the 200 NT Rinko. So that would be the 21 would be an issue. But before we even get to the 21, if the market goes to 83 and a quarter, this 100 NT Rinko will disconnect. So that would give me a pause to trying to be short. So 83, call it 84. And that was a nice momentum move. So we took a few decisions, small scalps early on with the way the market is behaving. 1 to 4 kind of made money into a 669 day. And if we want to look at the week we're at 53.50 on 16 decisions. Let's keep playing the game. Putting a captain setup short right here. Hmm. Yeah, wow. I mean, they're going to put a switch trade right here. If they do that, then the expectation is a flush to that 35.30 level and potentially more momentum coming into this market on the short side. But you got to get that close right now to 40. All right, so what we're doing here is they just disconnected this market. The 200 and the 100 is out of sync, and this is the first time they do that since this early push lower. What does that mean? I mean, it means in order for us to 32.75. So they need to break the 34 basically again in order for this market to get back in sync on the short side. And the momentum is there for the shorts. Um, right now, I'll be more comfortable if we get a rally that fails versus just a blip and then a reversal for me to get short into. So for me, what am I supposed to do here? Like, okay, so the market is pausing. You have a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. And what am I supposed to do waiting for the next opportunity? A couple of things. One of them, the market on the short side need to protect 13,020. So as long as we continue to trade under that level, some of these setups and rallies can be shorted into. That's the first thing. Second, if we can get up to uh, close to the 13,000 and fail with a one candle reversal on the 100 NT Rinko, that will set us up for a fresh rotation on the downside. So that is what I'm looking forward to. If the market just kind of pause here and just continue to oscillate, this is more of a kind of consolidation. I mean, they're putting a 50 NT Rinko captain setup short right here. But I mean, look how far the market went, and then they put that trade on. Not necessarily going to be excited about getting aggressive on the short side right now. So here, I mean, they're showing us opportunities. I mean, like right here at 51 and a quarter against that captain setup. That's a flush trade, but the market is not in sync to 100. It's in sync on the 50 and the 20. I mean, that would be a scalping opportunity. Let's be patient with this. I mean, we've had good. Yeah, here we go. Now the 200 and the 100 in sync on the short side. We want to see a new transitional zone building up, and we'll take an opportunity. 9:34, the first hour is behind us. All right. So what do we see right now? Right? We're seeing a captain set up long on the 100 NT wrinkle. Any other day, you look at that and say, okay, let's all jump in, uh, all in. But in this type of market, I want to see confirmation. How does the confirmation look like? It would look like a continuation trade to 13,000, a test of that, a pullback that holds up with a higher low. That's how that would look like. So I'm waiting for that scenario to present itself. Ultimately, a break above 13,021, 22 would close the 200 and the 100 will be in sync. Then at that point, we can start looking at entry points that are meaningful. Hmm. Yeah, I'll expect a bit of a push above 80 into the 90 zone out of this market. So I'm gonna look for a better confirmation and a base to protect any long that I may take in this rotation, which means that I would have to ultimately wait for 1321 to show up. If I see an opportunity where the market consolidate around 13,000 um, and hold up with a higher low against that captain setup long, I will consider that. And if the market ends up selling off into 933, basically breaking this candle, then we may end up showing a bit more pressure on the downside. But I think in this area that we are in, there is a bit of a price stability going on. And captain set up longs um, on the 100 NT wrinkle and the 200 NT wrinkle. They're statistically significant of multiple candles in that direction. I mean, I could show you. I mean, here gives you one candle and a half. Here gives you 20, 12, basically 140 points right here. And it was the choppiest and nastiest looking one. You're getting one candle, it runs up, gives you another captain setup short, two candles, it flips it, gives you two candles. So there's an opportunity and room for you to make money and go break even on these trades. Right here, you got multiple candles all the way into the close. You got a 1.25 candle here. So the odds of us closing this candle, which means we are 70, 82, it's about to close right here, is very high. And we may get even more than just one candle. So I'm aware of that. Will I just what would I do? I mean, would I put an order here? I am I'm making a choice, and that choice is to get better confirmation and get this structure that we are in right now to be tested multiple times before I start getting involved. Okay, well, that's why patience and looking for a confirmation in this type of environment is important. No, no, what? Take care, Stone, Brian. So now the 100 and the 200 are in sync on the short side, and you got that little drop on the 100 NT wrinkle on that captain setup, which is not to be expected. I mean, typically these type of structures will hold, but we saw the weakness in this market and the way the market kind of sold off into target number two. And I was like, okay, in order for me to be a participant, I need to see a couple of things. One of them is a 1 to 2 candle push to 13,000, consolidation, then a run up that I can participate in into the 20. And by us thinking in those terms, we held off from trying to go long here and the market reversed. So, I mean, you could see this market right here. You see this consolidation, and the market decided, okay, we're gonna dump on everybody, and they sure did. So what do I do? It's almost 10 o'clock. What do I do here? I mean, Adam answered that the best way possible. Sit on your hands and call it a day, and which is a trade that's worth taking. What do I prefer in trading? I prefer to see a fresh 200 NT Rinko candle, then operate in that direction versus I'm in one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 candles deep into a move and then taking a continuation trade short. They work. They do work. I mean, I'll show you one that worked. Look at that. Boom. I mean, you could call it whatever you want to call it, but that is a continuation switch trade. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there is room for more downward pressure in this market. It makes it just a bit harder just to establish a short position here, especially after the market is showing multiple rotations in this at these levels. Now, thank you, Adam. By the way, um, Biden speaks in 4 minutes. Okay, so you got that going on as well, and that may be a factor in how the market is going to behave and behaving. So I'm going to elect the patient trade of watching and seeing what the conversation by the president is going to be and its impact on the market. I should be looking for the shorts because the 200 and the 100 is in sync on the short side. I'm just not getting a fresh behavior here that I can be 100% behind or a risk that I would be comfortable taking. So I'm going to be patient. I'll take that one. And we're not hurting for money either. We had 4 trades. We made a little bit of money. Nothing big, but like Gary says, uh, one of the wisest things Gary said to me, he said, be green and be gone. Those are words that will echo forever. Be green and be gone. All right, so more selling pressure coming through here, and that captain setup on the 100 NT Renko failed. Then we got continuation trades that started to pop up in and around these rotations, right here, and then that last one right here. Let them bleed that market down. That's what the market is doing right now, just stair stepping lower. And we do not have any structure that is long, especially after that captain setup failed. So these rotations are just continuing to bleed lower. Be short or be on the sideline. Well. All right. It's just one little rotation after the other. I mean, they just keep pushing this thing lower, extended or not. It doesn't matter. They will do what they want to do. A nice steady drop for sure. Which is, I mean, those two spots. I mean, actually, there's more spots here, but if you take a look right in here, they took one and they consolidated a little bit. They put a switch trade here and ran it up a little bit, then came back down with this rotation, and now you have another clean rotation lower. So the direction is short. I mean, applies to NQ and ES in the same way. It's just a matter of, do you feel comfortable and will you take risk here on the short side? And I mean, a lot of our trades, especially today, where just take five contract, excuse me, take 5 points and go break even. So that gives us the flexibility to kind of go in even at these lows and take advantage of these drops. So as long as the market continue to trade under 34, we are continuing to be looking at the short side of this price action. It's 10:14. We have about 40, a little bit over 45 minutes. And that is the story of the day. And I'm going to be checking with everybody. How is everybody doing? Up money, down, sideways, or you are just simply watching? Underwater, Adam. Yep. Watching, Adam. Gary, if you're listening, how we're doing, buddy? Sheila. Okay. Brian. Polly. Any action on your side? Randolph early for a medium win and no more. Okay. That's a good one, Randolph. Less is more, right? Yeah, we can see a little bit of slowness going on right here. Things are slowing down. ES slowing down. We're trading under Globex. The overall structure of the market in NQ and ES is in the same direction, which is short. Ultimately, you need to protect 160, 41.60 in order for the shorts to continue. Yeah, we're just watching this market right here. And if we break 21, the market is disconnecting between the longs and the shorts, meaning the 200 and the 100. And the market will go into a phase of consolidation to reasserting itself on the shorts if we break 86 and or going all the way up to 972 if the market wants to show us some strength. Anything in between, it's here we go. So 21 shows up. Now the market is disconnected and we're patiently waiting for the market to reassert itself on the short side or show a bid to that 70 zone, and that would put a 200 into wrinkle reversal that will set the stage for a potential rallies to the upside. And in between, it's a matter of just being patient. So we're coming into the top end of the hour here, and at 10:40, it's 10:41. We will be kind of done with the room. Yeah, take care, Randolph. Yeah, I'm feeling the same thing too here. Just pretty much done for the morning, and we did 4 trades, kept it clean, and scalped in an environment that has been a bit choppy, and we ended up about 669.18. We'll take it. It's green. Be green and be gone, right? That's where we at. Keep it simple. Keep it moving, and we're looking for that 71, and we're looking for 83. So one of those two needs to happen. Then that will put me in a position where I will reevaluate the current environment. 71 will put me in an environment that is constructive for a long. If we break down to 80, that will reassert the shorts. We can run up to 60 and reverse, and that still be an area where I can get short again. So there is some flexibility going on right now, and patience is the best option. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a push, right? Ultimately, the 71 is the key, and we're showing a bit of strength coming through the market right now. They're putting a captain setup, pushing it to target number three is 960, and we're about 11 points away from that closure of the 200 NT Rinko. When and once and when we get there, we should be looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity at that point, and we're looking for a disconnect in the 200 and a reconnect of it, and that would trigger our entry in these trades. There you go, and that got there. It got there. So now, what is the key? The key is to see a disconnect of this transitional zone and a reconnect of it, and that will get us going on our trade or our entry. So now we have a fresh environment to start kind of prospecting into. All right, so we're getting that disconnect right now. Let's see if we can reconnect back in with this market. Come on, baby, let's go. All right, all right. That's it for me. I'm still waiting on this market to kind of start building a new transitional zone. So if they do that and I end up taking any more trades, I'll let you know. And we are ending the morning with four decisions at 669.18. Not a bad, small morning, but it is what it is. And for the week, 53.50. That's where we at. And we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. And we'll do this again. You guys have a blessed one.